Space Station Zero.
Hello everybody and welcome to Space Station Zero. Today I'm doing another reaction to Screen Junkies' honest trailers of Firefly. I am a big fan of Firefly. Granted, when it first came out, I didn't know about it. I slept on it. I completely missed the series. Of course, it was only on for one season, 14 episodes. And I learned about this after I seen the Serenity movie. My son and I, we went to go see the movie in the theater just because from the trailer we thought, hey, cool. And so I went and seen it and I thought, it was all right. You know, wasn't that bad of a movie. I felt like they skipped the story. I felt like I was missing something. Like they skipped too much of the story. Like they cut it down. So there were missing pieces of the story. I just thought it was bad editing. And so I thought, it could have been a better movie. Fast forward a couple years, I'm at work, and a coworker is like, he's talking about the lady, the Zoe character, and how she would be good in another movie. And I didn't know. He's like, for Firefly, and I was like, I don't know Firefly. Tell me about Firefly. And he starts telling me, oh, it's about this or that, because I was like, maybe I've seen it, I just don't remember. And he's like, no, it's a series. And he starts talking about this and that. And I said, it sounds like Serenity. And he goes, Serenity's the movie after the series. So I was like, oh no. And back then they didn't have a whole lot of streaming, wasn't a thing. I think they had Netflix, but it was just the DVDs. Anyways, he's like, I got the movie on DVD. He brought it to me. I watched it. I loved it. Rewatched the movie. Made a whole lot more sense. And liked it. And then I've seen the series. I probably rewatched the series 2 or 3 times after that. And I always wish they did an extra, like they brought it back, or not necessarily a reboot because I like the characters, but if they did a reboot, I'd certainly check it out. But we'll just see. I don't know. So I thought when I seen that they dropped this, Honest Trailers dropped this probably 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, I got to do that one. And so here we are. I just hope they don't diss my Firefly too much. Well, we'll see. Here we go. You've touched on Firefly, and I give it. I wonder where you touched on it. Sounds nasty. Okay.
This video is presented by Fistful of Bourbon. From human thumb Joss Whedon, the man responsible for Buffy, The Avengers, and the Snyder Cut, comes the groundbreaking...
Sorry. I hear everybody talking about this Snyder Cut. I guess I'm going to have to Google it and see what it is. Is it something that's already out? I know it's... Is it... They're talking about the Snyder Cut of the DC thing, Superman, Batman, Justice League. I guess there's a different version of the movie. Have they already put it out? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to research it after this because he's talked about Snyder Cut a couple of times before. These folks here on the Honest Trailers. So, anyways, we're going to have to figure that out. And never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
For Buffy, The Avengers, and the Snyder Cut comes the groundbreaking sci-fi series that got canceled. But like traditionally canceled, not Joss Whedon canceled. Firefly. Returned to a time when studios weren't catering to a nerd's every whim and fantasy. In fact, they couldn't even be bothered to air this stuff in order and explore a budget-friendly riff on Star Wars.
I'm not playing anymore. Anybody makes so much money.
Here, a twangy group of heroic rebels fought a war for independence against the Alliance, which I'm sure was fought over planet's rights or something. Maybe don't think too hard about the whole Confederacy and space thing.
I'm thinking we'll rise again.
Suit up in your dustiest browns and beiges with the crew of the Serenity, a ship that looks like an ass-up gizmo duck. There's Malcolm Reynolds, the captain who's quick on the draw and even quicker to lose his temper.
We're gonna get to that bridge, and you're gonna get us back on our feet. Go keep a civil tongue in that mouth or I will sew it shut.
Gag her if you have to.
No wandering about, remember? I'll stick you back in your crate.
Don't feel bad. He makes everybody cry. He's like a monster.
Jane, a white trash Starscream.
Captain ain't around. I'm in charge.
The Autobots would have lost eons ago if I'd been calling the shots.
Now, I'm in charge here, and I'm telling you how it works.
I guess that makes me the new leader.
That's a concept you can't seem to wrap your head around.
You're an idiot, Starscream.
Simon, a cup of plain yogurt who's super into his sister.
My sister's a genius. She was a gift.
I don't think my last act in this verse is going to be betraying my sister.
Shepherd Book, who wasn't always a shepherd, you know.
Now, how would a shepherd know a name like that?
From the look of these wounds, I'd say a 54R sniper rifle.
You do a lot of shooting at the Abbey there, Shepherd. One day, you're going to tell us all how a preacher knows so damn much about crime.
That ain't a shepherd.
Alan Tudyk as himself.
Now die.
Oh, dear God in heaven.
And if you were wondering if there were any female characters, come on, this is a Whedon show. The ship has every kind of Joss woman. The sexy fighting one.
Okay, people. If it moves, shoot it.
The sexy adorkable one.
That's the buffet table.
Well, how can we be sure? Unless we question it.
The sexy one.
Most of my clientele is male. Do you know that?
And the sexy living weapon with the brain of a child who just woke up from a nightmare.
Because you do seem a little...
River?
You know, it's a shame this got canceled after one season. We'll never know which one has a barren womb. Do you like quippy dialogue? Then you're in luck, because if this ship falls under 50 quips an hour, it's rigged to explode. Strap in with non-stop banter that would make Kevin Smith and Diablo Cody's noses bleed. And then cheer on the talented cast that makes it work, turning every type of possible quip into television gold. Like sarcastic quips.
We'd always hoped you two kids would get together. Who is she?
Snarky quips.
Think you can stoop to being on my arm?
Will you wash it first?
Sassy quips.
That sounds like something out of science fiction.
You live in a spaceship, dear.
Alright. Let me go back to Zoe. I think that was her name, Zoe. She's the one that got, he was telling her. I was working at the post office and I listened to audiobooks to kind of get, on the night shift, to kind of make things go by in the plant. And he was talking about how she would be a good character for, we were reading Stephen King's The Dark Tower, and she would be a good character for, God, horrible names. Susan, I think her name was. Anyways, he thought, oh, she'll be good for the part, right? And so that's how the whole thing started. I was like, what's Firefly? Anyways, so that's where, and after reading the book and seeing the Firefly, I thought, she would be good for the part. Good call, dude. Anyways.
First.
Sassy quips.
That sounds like something out of science fiction.
You live in a spaceship, dear.
And the old Joss Whedon 3-step. Someone makes a statement. Something contradicts that statement. Funny reaction.
First rule of battle, don't ever let them know where you are.
They won't discover it until they go order their next round of drinks.
Way.
Good drinker, that one.
We're going back.
Oh, that's a spicy Whedon. Climb aboard Serenity for plenty of action and mayhem as the crew takes a job.
What are we doing? Oh, crime.
Hopes the ship doesn't fall apart.
You'll have enough to buy your own ship. Better one than this piece of crap.
I want every inch of this junker tossed.
Junker?
You paid money for this, sir? On purpose?
What do you mean?
River pulls a weird.
I can kill you with my brain.
Mal, flirts with Inara.
She's a whore, sure. They teach you that in Whore Academy? Well, I don't suppose you're the only whore that did.
Someone mentions the war.
What were you in the war?
War's over.
For some, the war will never be over.
You and Monty fought in the war together, right?
Some on board here fought for the independence.
I love the fact that you two are old army buddies and you have wacky stories with rib cages in them.
The job goes south and everyone draws their guns. Someone gets almost dead.
Yep. He's dead.
And someone says something to Mal. He dramatically turns and repeats it quietly to himself.
As long as we got the goods, I call this a win.
Right. We win.
And you know what? It works. I can quip about this show all I want. One look into that man's somber eyes, next thing I know, I've got a brown coat in the Gorm officially licensed Monopoly game. So walk the verse for a spell with Firefly, the show that laid the groundwork for so much of today's pop culture, including how to throw tantrums if they ever try to take our stuff away again, but ironically owes its legacy to being taken off the air too soon. Because let's face it, on a long enough timeline, every fan would have gone full Reaver eventually. First season of Firefly? It was fine, I guess. Seasons 2 through 5? Not so much. Nathan Fillion really needs to do something new, like a quirky crime procedural.
What exactly are you supposed to be?
Castle.
Space Cowboy.
Starring James T. Quirk,
Alan.
Zoe's Extraordinary Punch List, Jane in Hats, Princess Leia, Zoe Space Chanel, Go ram it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a space ruffian. Lee Lou, Rutten,
No rutting way.
No rutting way.
No rutting way.
No running test.
I got no rutting idea.
You're a rutting fool.
Rutting mutters.
Rutting lasers.
Where's my rutting money?
My sister's brain was a rutting playground.
Zac Efron, Gorham something something.
This is my Goram den.
You're a Goram Fed.
Not a Goran thing.
The Goram Reapers followed us.
We need some Goram air support.
Turn this moon into
They're
a
space
Goram
cuss
theme.
words.
Shot my Goram leg.
I don't give a good Goram about relevant wash.
I don't give a good Goram what you think.
You're not in my Goram mind. You're on my Goram ship.
Shiny,
You look shiny, Captain.
Wear a shiny hat.
Shiny presents.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Shiny. Shiny. Shiny. Shiny.
I'm shiny.
Goods and Cargo,
The goods must be intact.
This girl is the smallest cargo I've ever had to transport.
It's damaged goods anyhow.
Jane, help me with the cargo. Cargo.
Cargo.
Goods.
Cargo.
Cargo goods.
Cargo. Cargo. Goods.
Cargo.
Okay, I get the goods and cargo thing because that's what their whole thing was. They loved. Oh well, they didn't love it. Their whole job was to, ship stuff from here to there. Sometimes illegal, sometimes whatever. But I just think it's funny how this guy pulls out that they say the same word over and over and over. I don't really get. I guess it's. I mean, once he's pointing it out, I see it, I get it. But like I don't know. This guy's just got a talent to just sit there and they said it. They said shiny 1,000 times, and I never really picked up on it. I mean, I guess not consciously. I didn't, because now that I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah. Anyways.
Jane, help me with the cargo. Cargo.
Cargo.
Goods.
Cargo.
Cargo goods.
Cargo. Cargo. Goods.
Cargo.
It's good to have cargo.
Chinese stuff,
你他妈的见瞎说呀的人的会说。
有口水的婊子和子的笨儿子。
他的疯狂的外
祝愿是个快乐的真正。
你不顾嘎，你黄腔，你们的小傻瓜。
Heard you sing such a tartan话.
控诉有的心潮塞。
Chinese people with speaking roles,
My wife. Mal, she's my wife.
Are you getting my wife into trouble?
I'm not flying anywhere without my wife.
Could you please tell my wife the fun she's missing out on?
Everything's laid out if you'd like to cook for your husband.
and welcome to the Roughnecks, secondhand Roughnecks, just in space.
Okay, this is what you were trying to make. Let's see what you did.
Couldn't get a hold of no flour, so it's mostly protein.
Nailed it!
This video is presented by Fistful of Bourbon. It ain't just a bourbon, it's a damn fistful. I smoke my stogies anywhere I want. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face. He's just standing there, menacingly.
All right, well there we go. It's pretty funny. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the series again just because I'm a fan. I don't know why I do these things, and it just every time I'm just like, nah, I gotta watch it, because even though it's an honest trailer and it's making a lot of jokes, it still makes me, I don't know, want to rewatch things. I see down here they got honest trailers commentaries. I wonder what that's about.
Hello, Magoram party people, and welcome to the honest trailer for Firefly. I am Spencer J. Gilbert. That's Joe. That's Lon. Today we're talking about our honest trailer for, as we mentioned, Firefly. We're going to be talking about our thought process, maybe getting a little deeper into the jokes as we watch the trailer together. Then we will watch some deleted scenes. Then we're going to respond to comments and questions from viewers.
Okay, so it's just like a podcast about, I guess, how they put it together or whatever. I might watch it, but I'm not going to continue on with the. I mean, my video is going to be forever because this thing is 40 minutes long, so I'm not going to watch it and record myself watching it. But on all this video and all the other videos, I try to put the link to the original video if I remember. I think I can go back and do some that maybe I forgot. But if you want to see the original video without me stopping, pausing, and messing it up, you could just click the link in the description and go show them some love over there. So anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do next, but see me later.